Yo, how's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another Blissolic video. Your favorite commentary YouTuber who hasn't uploaded in 3 weeks. But I'm back, and we've got a pretty big situation to cover. So some of you may have seen that over the past 2 days, WilburSoot, a Minecraft content creator, has been trending on Twitter. This happened after another content creator, Shelby, also known as Shubble, made a few comments about her abusive ex-boyfriend. A lot of these comments caused people to speculate who this individual was, as Shelby claimed that she was unable to give out any name. However, her comments were enough for people to begin speculating about who this individual could possibly be. With the description Shelby gave, which I'll play the clip in just a second, it led to a lot of people to point blame towards WilburSoot. Shelby used phrases to describe the abuser such as a tall British man and the fact that he was a very popular content creator. Interesting. Wilbur and Shelby never publicly dated, so no confirmation was ever given on that until today, where it seems after being under fire from Twitter, WilburSoot came forward and essentially admitted to all the accusations. We'll look through his statement in just a second, but first, what exactly did Shelby describe Wilbur's behavior as? Well, here's a few of the most important clips from Shelby's now deleted stream.
When I hear about physical abuse, I think of hitting. I think of hitting and punching. So I thought that this wasn't violent enough to be abuse. I thought that it was just like a constant accident that he kept hurting me. But he's not hitting me. And it didn't start as something that he did to hurt me. He had this habit of biting, which is so weird to me now, but he said that he had had this habit since he was a kid, and even his mom said that that was true.
So this whole biting thing had been going on for some time, to the point that they even created a safe word for when he was biting too hard, but it had gotten to the point of Wilbur ignoring this and continuing to do it anyway. A lot of people were speculating before Wilbur even admitted that it was him, as he's had many friends talk publicly in the past about his biting problem. One of the more popular examples was Nikki, a fellow content creator and Wilbur's friend, saying this in a previous stream of hers.
He keeps biting me. Actually, Will bites me sometimes, and I get so many bruises all the time from him biting me.
I thought you were saying that you bite people.
No, Will bites me.
Sure, you have people who bite in a loving, affectionate type of way, but biting till the point of bruising, surely you're biting with a bit too much force if that's happening. Then, to add to this, Zoe, who's an ex-member of WilburSoot's musical band, came out in support of Shelby and said the following: "Oh, I have so much I could say on this. I was also bitten, and saw it happen so many times. Shelby, I support you all the way." This really shows how it's a big problem from Wilbur, and it wasn't just limited to his relationship. Before Wilbur came out and admitted it was even him, Shelby also dropped little hints that led lots of people to believe that it was Wilbur. She said this in her stream.
He lived in filth like I have never seen. And I've seen filth. This was the worst. He would spill things on the floor and never, literally never, clean them up. He got an ant infestation once and wasn't going to do anything about it because he said, bugs are normal in British houses.
And it just so happened that Wilbur was dealing with an ant infestation in the past, which he didn't really care about since he's openly admitted to loving insects. Shelby then went on to say how Wilbur didn't really care about her, any of her needs, or anything like that. His sole goal was to get more fame and more money, which is an extremely sick mindset to have.
And he was never going to prioritize me over anything that would give him more fame or money. In fact, he said that himself. That was exactly why he was not going to compromise at all for a solution for us to be together, because he said he wanted to see how much fame and money he could get. And I just thought we wanted to be together. I thought that's what we both wanted, because that's what he was still saying he wanted too.
One of the clips that really stood out to me is a concerning situation that Shelby describes, where she was being pinned down and pretty much unable to do anything about it.
There was this one time that he pinned me down and asked me to try my absolute hardest to get him off of me. And I couldn't do it, obviously. And he said something to make the point that he was so much stronger than me that I wouldn't be able to fight him back. Fight back against what? What do you mean? You don't say shit like that to people? That's insane.
A lot of people brought up the fact that Wilbur had pretty much done similar things in the past, where he's been forceful with his friends and not really cared about how he's hurting them or being respectful of their boundaries. But going to the extent of doing this to Shelby while in a relationship with her is some straight messed up weird stuff. Regardless, after seeing Wilbur trending and people blaming him for this, Shelby tweeted from her old Twitter account and wrote the following, coming onto Twitter to only say this, quoting, "If she wanted to name him, she would. Stop saying this. It's a lie. There are a lot of reasons a victim may not name their abuser. Don't tell them it's because they don't want to." I feel like this very much indirectly did confirm beforehand that it was Wilbur, because Shelby didn't clear his name here, when she very easily could have. But a lot of people did speculate that she was unable to give the name due to legal concerns, but I don't know if any of that's true. So then we get to around an hour ago, where Wilbur has come forward and made a reply to all the accusations, and here's what he had to say. "In the past week, a series of allegations have been made over my conduct from an ex-girlfriend. I want to emphasize that, although I feel it fair to offer my perspective, this person's feelings are completely valid. I have taken my time sharing this statement as I wanted to process and respond respectfully and with the hope to gain a deeper understanding for the situation. During our relationship's final months, I regrettably became slobbish, disrespectful, and selfish. These actions caused a lot of pain to my ex-girlfriend, and I've since sought therapy to address these behaviors, making significant lifestyle changes to rectify my past actions. I've come to realize how much my past behavior hurt this person, but I truly, compassionately believe I've made great strides from the person I once was, and hope I can continue to grow and improve on this trajectory. The allegation of abuse, particularly in the form of biting, deeply shocked me. Throughout our relationship, I understood from numerous conversations and text message exchanges on the subject that this behavior was consensual, playful, and reciprocally enjoyed. I truly believe those personal messages exchanges reflect mutual affection and understanding. Out of respect for her, I choose not to publish them, and I emphasize my perspective is not shared to diminish or invalidate anyone's feelings. Instead, I share it in the hope that I can offer a genuine, fair, and relevant insight into my understanding of the situation. While I may perceive our interactions differently, I recognize that this person has processed and expressed feelings of hurt. I want to extend my sincerest apologies for any pain that I caused. I'm fully committed to understanding and addressing her concerns going forward. I hope my perspective sheds light on the situation without detracting from its message. I'm dedicated to earning and maintaining the trust of those around me, and I hope I can continue to be held to these high standards that I wish to attain and maintain. Interesting stuff, damn. I mean, I'm not surprised that Wilbur replied. I didn't expect it to be so fast, but Twitter had blown this situation completely out of proportion, so it makes sense that he came forward so quickly. While I feel this wasn't exactly an apology attempt from Wilbur, I do respect if what he's saying is true, and that he is seeking therapy for the way he treated her and some of his friends. But this hasn't stopped a lot of people on Twitter going at Wilbur for essentially trying to play off the situation and being like, I'm changed now, so it's fine, and not taking accountability for what he's done, as well as discrediting Shelby. Since this, Shelby has written a reply to Wilbur's statement, in which she said the following: "I could not have imagined what I would wake up to today. My ex pretending he thought I enjoyed being hurt, and all my friends immediately coming to my defense. The support has brought me to tears. I don't even know what to say. I'll be back, I'll just be taking a little time." Understandably, people are still upset how Wilbur hasn't actually apologized, and it's more so him just admitting that he pretty much did it, that he's now getting help, and that's the end of it. The main point that stood out to me is how disappointing it is that Shelby used a safe word she thought she could trust Wilbur with several times, and he completely ignored it, borderlining very, very risky behavior there. I think that's pretty much all I've got to say about the situation. I'm sure there'll be more in the future, and this isn't it for now, but I haven't really got much to say. I do hope that Wilbur's statement wasn't an attempt at an apology, because it just isn't one, and I urge you all, instead of focusing on Wilbur, to go focus on Shelby and show your support to her. I feel like Wilbur's become the more important person in this situation, when in reality that's not how it should be at all. Anyway, ladies and gents, thank you all for watching. Subscribe if you found this video informative. We're so close to 10,000 subscribers. Have an awesome day, everyone. Stay safe and peace out.